Okay, we're starting. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it? Okay.
You give me the hand signal or something. So I'm sitting here on the steps of the one-room schoolhouse where my dad went to school. I figure it's probably around 1917 or something that he started here, around that time, and then he was here for several years through elementary school, and he knew, when he was around here, he knew the people that, of course, that he went to school with, and they're all in this neighborhood. And he lived maybe 2 miles up this hollow, up this way. But then he went to Romney and went to live with somebody and went to high school. So he actually stayed in Romney for a couple years, and the rumor was that he milked the lady's cow for room and board. But it was certainly a more simple way of life, and but it really had an effect on him, and he turned out pretty good.
Did Aunt Wilda go here?
And Aunt Wilda, yes, and his brother and sister, Luke and Aunt Wilda, they both went here, as well as the other Timbrooks and Ruckmans and all the other folks that lived around here.
Let me get the cut.
So what I'm trying to do, though, is channel him and feel like what it was like running around, coming up these steps, same steps, same fence over there. I mean, everything looked the same, and we're just trying to figure out, you know, if they played, what games they played here, and just what they do. There's 2 outhouses back here. We think it's a his and a hers. So it's just very interesting, and to try to recreate some of this stuff. Yeah, we're not sure who is keeping this up and reclaiming it or restoring it, but I do know that him and my mother came here one time for a reunion. Might have been 50th reunion, and we do have some pictures of them here at the reunion.
You think he walked over that hill?
No,
How did he get to school?
I'd say he came down through this, he came this way.
Oh, okay.
So we can go down here and see where,
We're gonna go up to the house.
yeah, where he came from.
The way I'm facing is the house.
That's correct.
Okay. All right. Just in case. We'll probably just want to see the camera fall.
Yeah.
Just make sure it doesn't fall.
Believe it or not, I'm sitting on the steps of where my father went to school.
Why should I? Yeah, just hold it. Okay. We're recording.
Okay, so we're at that school. Oh, my seatbelt on.
Hold on. Take 2.
Okay. So we were there at the one-room schoolhouse, and what we're trying to figure out now is how he actually came. I'm sure they walked to school. Maybe they had a horse, who knows, an old mule. You never know. But they would come down here to this area down here, and this is their hollow where they lived. Well, up, we're going to get to it, but up that way. So here's where we're going to turn.
Where do I turn? Turn left or right?
Left, I'm sorry, right. Right here.
So this
Yeah,
is
so
Cups Hollow Road.
Cups Hollow.
And we're on
Ford Hill Road. So yeah, I can remember coming down, and this house was always very fancy, and you know, they were fancy people.
So
probably
this is
lived
their
there.
hollow.
Yeah, this is their hollow, the start of the hollow, and they actually lived at the very end of the hollow.
That house was here though.
Yeah. Oh no,
But we
you don't know.
Like, oh, see, okay, I see. This is the start of the hollow.
Yeah.
This is a hollow. This is like,
Yeah, this is the hollow.
kind of like just like a bathtub little section of land.
In between 2 mountains.
2 mountains, but small, not in the valley.
Yeah, not a real big valley. And I do remember coming up this road a lot.
So you guys used to just come here when you were kids, just to
Yeah.
the farmhouse?
We'd come on the weekend, because from Greensburg, I don't know, 2 hours maybe. Maybe a little longer, but and then we'd stay up here at Tim Brooks.
And the Tim Brooks were like the people who lived down the street from them?
They were his cousin, I think.
Oh, Henry Michael's cousin.
Yeah.
So do we go
Go this way, yeah.
Jeep Wrangler Trail?
Okay, so this could be
It wasn't like this.
sort of. Okay, yeah.
Man.
No, so the Tim Brooks were Verney, and this is it. Wait, here, this is their house.
The Tim Brooks house.
Yeah, up there. And it wasn't, they must have torn down the house.
Yeah, because that's like a 70s house.
Yeah, that wasn't it. But this is their, I'm pretty sure this is where it was.
Their little hollow. So this was all just like what we see now, just like no houses, just like this
Yeah.
is probably a dirt road.
Yeah, it was dirt.
Where did
You're right.
Granddad put electricity, telephone?
Telephone, well, that would have been,
Like that telephone line?
yeah. I'm sure it's gone.
Granddad Michael bought a telephone line back from that main road. I guess that was a main road.
Yeah, that was the main
It
road,
went to
Fort
Long
Hill. Yeah.
So the school was on a main road, and Granddad got a telephone wire sent from the main road back to this hollow to the house.
Yeah, he had to set up a cooperative. So he had to get everybody on the hollow here to agree that they wanted a phone.
How many people lived in the hollow?
I don't know,
Like
but
enough.
Wonder what this is.
Knew them all. Yeah, no.
oh yeah, everybody knew everybody. And you didn't go very far, I don't think either, from the hollow.
There's our people. Those are descents from our people.
That's right.
Nobody else knows about this hollow except our people.
That's true. Aunt Alice probably has more, remembering probably some more of these, but you don't know. It's easy to forget. So
I remember some things from my dad telling me, but he said that he would go from the Tim Brooks back over to the farmhouse, and he was afraid that the headless horseman was coming
okay,
out.
here, I think this is a crossroad. So
I remember it being all back in here like this kind of
this
stuff.
was,
Ashwaukeman Road.
Yeah.
And Seville. I remember the Sevilles.
well, I think we go, well, I don't know. This was Gerthy and Jean Michael.
You want to drive up? Which way you want to go?
Yeah, let's go
You want to go
Ruckman.
this road or
What
you
the
want-
heck?
Let's go Ruckman Road.
This road, I think, goes up to their house.
Hold the thing, yeah.
But that was where I said that Gerthy lived, and she was an excellent cook. But they brought Ben Ruckman down from the mountains up here somewhere, and I remember him moving in with them. And I think that was her father. But Ben Ruckman was a true mountaineer, mountain man.
I think this is where the ant hill was. One time we came down, it was in the woods.
Uh-huh. Like fire ants or something.
Yeah, we were just all, we were a little bit more amazed by that than the farmhouse. We're like, all right, farmhouse. Is this up where the oh, look at the white horse.
Yeah, that's always a good sign.
Is the farmhouse up on this road?
Yes.
If I keep going straight, so far so good.
And then their driveway, let's say, goes up, but we go to the left to go to Hotz Chapel. I'm pretty sure this road will take us to Hotz Chapel.
Oh,
So it's not this is not a dead end.
Their driveway goes off of this road.
Yeah, and that's
Is that their driveway?
no, it's going to be like it veers off to the right. It's not a sharp turn.
You okay, holding?
But I think,
This is where my people are from.
see, there was nobody when we'd come later, when we'd stay at at Bernie's house. I don't think anybody was living up here. They might have even sold it by then, because I can vaguely remember coming here and staying at the farmhouse with my grandmother.
Oh, you didn't come stay?
Not here at their house. We'd stay at the other house.
Oh, is it gated? Is that them?
No,
Okay, good.
no, that's not it. But I don't know. That's something.
Try to get Aunt Alice on the phone, see if she remembers.
Yeah.
I can listen to both of you guys there. I'm not sure. Do you remember?
No, this is sort of blind faith here.
But this is right. Right?
Well, let's hope.
I'm feeling a little like not recognizing this stuff.
Oh, well, right. We're sort of in the woods.
I don't remember it being so.
So something.
So other houses being here. I don't remember passing this many houses.
Yeah, these aren't that new, so I don't know. Good point.
Right? Do you remember me seeing this much? But I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I wonder where.
I'd say at the bottom of this,
You're right. It might be at the bottom.
Mountain.
It was at the bottom or something.
if there's not a road, something goes off to the right.
This was Ben Ruckman's road,
Yeah,
and we were with the Ruckmans, right?
that's right.
So got that going.
And these people live here, so that these roads go somewhere.
It's just tons of cement again.
I think what we need to do is see where Hutt's Chapel was again. Can we look on here? Or no, I was looking on my phone.
I had it on my.
No, you had Augusta.
No, I changed it. Well,
Oh,
like,
thanks. That's right. Should we turn this off?
yeah, it's not gonna know. My phone's probably not gonna know where we are. Okay,
Yeah, we're still in the same hollow.
we're still in the same hollow. We're recording again. Yeah. But
And according to our map, we're still in the right, heading in the right direction. So
I think we're heading.
it's like the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, it's more like the Redneck Project. You don't know who lives here now. It's like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you folk. I don't want to put that in my documentary.
Well,
Uh-oh.
it's a weird place.
There's no green. There was
Okay.
a storm. See, I don't remember any of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do. Keep going.
You do? Storm
Cloud.
Lane.
I don't remember the names, but yeah.
I kind of remember it. It looks, a second looks familiar, and then it doesn't look familiar.
Okay. See this?
Who lives back here?
This could be the turn.
To what?
Let's keep to his farm.
Up this way? Or
No, that way.
I don't know. I felt like there was woods.
No, that still wasn't quite it.
Yeah, I feel like there was woods on the right-hand side. As soon as we turned up his driveway, there was woods on the right-hand side. I don't remember all this because this is really
Okay,
pretty.
wait. We're heading away from Hutt's
Oh, yeah,
Chapel.
we are heading away from Hutt's Chapel. You think we should? Did they live real close to Hutt's Chapel?
No, it was the same road, I thought.
Hutt's Chapel's like the main road. Hutt's Chapel's like
To
the
get
main-
to it, right. But now we got to turn around. He's letting you go by.
So much open space to turn around, so little road.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you think we're okay, but keep it like somehow I'll cook it. Like that's why.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so here we are. Now we're on the right road. This is called Racy Road,
Okay.
and this is going up to Granddad's farm. if we'll
Yeah.
go up as far as we can.
Yeah. Yeah, because somehow that other road must have gone up over the hill and out of the way.
Granddad grew up here in like 1910, but ever since other people have lived here, we still feel as though we have rights to it whenever we want.
That's true. And I remember like somebody at one time saying somebody from DC owned it. Like that's
Like some doctor or something.
yeah, and like we were supposed to be afraid, but
We didn't care.
no.
Is it up that road?
No, it's to the right. We'll see where the road goes.
What's all this clearing?
What is this?
Well, this is gonna throw us.
Nah, they wouldn't have. I don't know what this is.
I think it's still this field, like the way we're going.
I think so too. So this is a new hollow, by the way. Holler.
Hollow.
Yeah, this is different than the one we were coming up.
All there's people behind us.
No. Turns out to be a busy highway.
Why is there someone behind us? It's so creepy.
Yeah. Oh, they live here. Okay, so we're actually heading to Hots Chapel. So we're on the road to Hots Chapel.
Oh.
See our arrow?
So this won't be the farmhouse.
Yes, it is. That's what I say. That's what I thought. They lived on the road to Hots Chapel. But I think, isn't it what that's showing? That
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
We're going the right way to Hots Chapel. I'll be able to put a map up.
Yeah.
Show where we went.
Well, at least we're finding new roads.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is pretty much what a hollow is.
Yeah, this is it. And they lived at the end of it. So I'm going to say
So are
the
these-
road turns up here.
Are these the mountains that like Andrew Jackson Michael lived in too, or he
Yeah.
lived over in Dutch Hollow?
Dutch Hollow is over the mountain here to the left somehow.
But it always had a road that was like flood that we couldn't always get to it.
Yeah, that would probably go
Yeah,
up.
this looks more familiar. Rosebaugh Cemetery. That's the other cemetery. Rosebaugh.
Huh.
I was saying
Well.
Rosebud.
Ah,
You think it's up there?
no, we keep going straight.
You think
Or is
it's
that-
No, that's gated anyways.
Yeah.
It's getting creepy.
Well, they're behind us.
I don't know how far back behind they are of us.
Yep, we're headed right toward Hots Chapel. There's some more cows.
They're like nice looking cows.
Really black.
They're all like up on the hillside. There's a gray cow.
Yeah.
Multi-diversity.
That's right. I don't know. I think we missed it.
I think
We're going to be at Hots Chapel real soon.
But I think we just go to Hots Chapel. I don't think
It might have been where they were excavating all that, or the torn up,
No, if
all that
we would
torn
have
up
to
part.
look, we would have to find it on a satellite map
Oh yeah.
and know where we're looking. Maybe at Hots Chapel we'll look at a satellite map.
Okay. Well, but it's
Some
the
doc-
general area.
We're in the general hollow.
Yes. And we're coming out of it.
Yeah.
Here, wait. Stop a minute. Here, take a picture of the, so you can see down the hollow
So
now.
here's Granddad's hollow. You can talk.
Yeah. It went down, well, down to the end of where we were.
We came up around where that car is coming. They're going to be in my picture. Well, we had it before they came.
Yeah.
All right, but then we're just going to, do you think this dirt road was here?
Yes.
Whatever, like this is how the dirt road, this would have been the walk they took over to Hotch Chapel.
Well, they wouldn't walk.
Would they take
Like I say.
a horse?
Yeah, they could take a horse.
How would they
But
walk?
I think they had cars.
Oh, they did?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, Granddad?
Okay, look.
What's this? We totally come out in this.
Yeah, this is the Hotch Chapel Road. Okay, up there is.
You think go this way?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think it's right up here. We're looking at it.
We could have just
But yeah, so see, coming back would have to know that turn
go
there.
back to civilization.
Sort of.
Like I feel safe.
Now there would have been a back way.
That's a house.
Oh, not a cemetery.
Do you think?
Well, I guess we're not quite there yet. 4:11 is what the time we're gonna get there. What time is it?
I think it's 4, but I think that we're.
Yeah. So
So it's 1 minute.
yeah. Okay.
So this is where Granddad Michael and Henry Michael and Effie Brills all went to church.
Correct. Along with Aunt Wilda and Uncle Luke.
Aunt Wilda and Uncle Luke and all the people from Dutch Hollow.
No.
They all
See, I'm not
they
quite.
never left Dutch Hollow.
No, I don't think. But
I think they lived
see,
in Dutch.
Effie, my grandmother was from Dutch Hollow, and somehow my granddad met her.
See, I really recognize this. Like this is where the barn was in the middle of the depths.
Yeah.
Like this is what I was telling you. Granddad had to stay.
Yeah, there's the cemetery. Yeah. Do you want to go in it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the church.
Oh, okay. It's down here, I guess. So Aunt Wilda's buried here. Is that right?
I think so.
This is where we
That's
came
what
for
it
her
said.
funeral.
And there's cows right there.
Oh, look at that.
Check that out. They're just not. They got like not enough room for
It's
other cows.
Hotch Chapel.
Should we go up to the cemetery or Hotch Chapel?
Do a U-E down here. Or something. And I always thought how strange it was right on the road.
It's very close to the road, but it's probably
Yeah, you
a dirt
come out.
road.
Yeah, but you'd come out right onto the road. So this is South Fork of the Little Capon.
Film that. Southport of the Little
Capon.
Cape.
And I remember houses down there.
We're gonna have where the farmhouse is. Where'd that car go? How come it doesn't come out? Maybe not the other. I never opened up my pot if you want that.
This
You
is
got the
good.
water. Okay, we're gonna pause this. Okay, I'm recording.
We are in the cemetery at Hotch Chapel, and a lot of relatives and friends are buried here. And what we're trying to do is find Effie Michael's grave, but we've come across the Timbrooks, who we stayed with a lot of times when we come visit here. And it's Vernie and Woodrow. And yeah, he looks like 1980 when he died, but it's covered with moss. But I think they were one of them was my dad's cousin.
Oh, were they?
Here's some more Tim. Here's Woodrow. Huh. Hi, honey.
This is on the video.
We're in the cemetery.
Phone call.
I got a phone call. Yeah, we're filming, but we're in the cemetery. Oh, right here it is. Here's Effie. And Henry. Here's,
These are my great-grandparents.
and we're looking for Aunt Wilda
There's Aunt Wilda.
right beside us. Okay, dear. Bye-bye. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Hi, Aunt Wilda. Dan.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
So, this granddad, great-granddad,
Wilda May.
in Wilda, 2001. That's my. Okay, so say this is Effie and Henry are the ones that lived in the farmhouse. You say it, because I'm not Mike.
Yeah, this is Effie and Henry. They were my grandfather and grandmother. And it looks like she was born in 1882, and he was born in 1878. And I remember both of them. I remember my grandmother because she lived to 1965, whereas my grandfather lived in 1955.
I miss much.
I was only 4 years old at that time. But my grandmother came to live with us in Wilkinsburg, and she chewed snuff. So she always had a little can beside her, and she was always spitting out snuff in that can. But as it turns out, that was pretty common back at that time for women to be chewing snuff or rubbing it
She had a lot
because
of,
they didn't smoke.
what's it called? Like she always thought she was sick.
Like a hypochondriac,
Yeah,
something.
that's my dad said that she was always
Oh.
aching.
Well, she did. She sat in a rocking chair, and
But then he thought
But-
maybe later she had rheumatism or
uh,
something that was
Yeah.
diagnosed later.
uh-huh. Well, I don't know. And then this is my Aunt Wilda, so it was their daughter. So my dad and his other brother Luke, they're buried at other cemeteries. But Aunt Wilda decided to come back here to where she was born. And so she, 1912, so she was a year younger than my dad, but she died in 2001.
She's
So-
like a year younger.
Yeah, well, wasn't he born in 2011?
I don't know.
So Effie pumped out 2 kids back to back.
And then when was Luke? He was a lot younger.
Luke was younger, yes.
Luke was a lawyer that went to Pitt.
He ended up in Charleston, West Virginia.
Oh, is that where Brenda's sister is?
Yeah. Yeah, he was in another town, Nitro. But, so I don't know who else would be here that,
related to the Tim Books. Let's go see who.
Ruckmans, maybe there's some Ruckmans.
Effie wasn't Effie
What'd you say?
a Brill or Seville?
Seville. I think she was Seville.
And I think it's Annie Seville with her mom.
Huh.
Which I'm looking for Annie Seville.
Look at these real old ones.
Yeah, these are the old ones that are like.
No, I mean here. These you can no longer read. Just a minute. Okay, which Michaels?
I'm gonna have to look at my phone. I have everyone listed on my phone.
Now there was a Michael that was shot in a hunting accident, and his
Three Michaels,
son,
my guess. There's Michael, Rosa, Michael.
his son came to live with the Timbrooks. Norman.
Wait, talk about how Effie and Henry met each other.
So, as far as I know, oh wait a second. Here's Noah and Minnie. 1878. They're all about the same age. So, what my understanding is that Henry would go buy eggs from Effie, and he would hike over the mountain here, because Dutch Hollow is where she was from, which is over one of these mountains. I'm not sure which one, but it's a pretty good hike. But evidently it's like a country western song. He brought her back over the mountain, and they lived happily ever after.
So Henry went over one of these mountains and got Effie.
And got Effie and brought her back with a dozen eggs, probably.
Here's another Michael.
Here's another Michael.
Here's another Michael.
Okay, Jack. See, this was the guy that was shot.
He's 22 though. He died in 22.
Well, I wonder if that was my friend. No, 49. Okay, that's not him then. And Irene's still alive. But Jack, so Jack was the name of the guy that his son that went to live with the Timbrooks. Now, who's this Michael? Francis in 1977 and Grover in, I don't know. Probably never know, huh?
This is a Michael. Who are these people? She died so young.
Yeah, that's why they got all the stuff. A panoramic view of what my dad saw, Grandpa saw every day when they'd come down, because they would once again walk down this way to go to that school that we stopped at. And
Which way would they go off to, that way?
No, they'd go down to our left, down this way. And so we have come as far as we can get, because it is private property and we don't have any permission to really go up there. So
And we don't want to make anyone upset. I wanted to go to vote to go up to the house directly.
who knows?
Well, look. Okay.
Okay, so
Push it towards the window.
we just came down from
Sorry. I give you thought of a take two.
yeah, so we just came down from Gerthy's house, and we're going. Of course, this road is now paved, but it used to be dirt.
And Gussie was
And-
on Macy.
Gerthy was at the corner there, Racy, and
And Granddad lived on Racy Road.
yeah, Granddad off of that.
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't know any of the names. But so here, let's go forward. This was one time we used to come here when once everybody had died at the farm. We came here and stayed because this was a relative of my dad. But I can remember this slop house. They had pigs here in this slop house.
Where's the slop house?
This red building here. And I can remember bringing down slop because they had cattle. They had a milk cow in that barn, and they had other cattle, and they also had a little building here that they took up in the mountains when they go hunting. And so my dad and I would sleep in that building. It was like a little cottage. And what happened was my dad got up and came into the house, and so it got light, and the cows were all in this field straight ahead, and the cows all came up around the building, and I thought they were coming in the house, so I got under a table. And about that time, the guy that lived here, Jack Michael, he was a little older than me, but he came in to get me, and he saw me under the table hiding, and so he ran back up and told everybody else, and I never lived it down, I don't think, that I was afraid of the cows.
But I do remember I thought for sure they were going to get me because they, looked like they were coming in the building. But so with the cows that have milk, and then they had this spring house where they kept a lot of stuff. And Vernie lived here. That was the lady. And I remember her pasteurizing the milk, and she had a big thing that should turn, and it would separate the fat, from the milk, and then she'd make butter out of the milk. And then we'd bring this slop down here with some corn. We can drive on down, and they had these pigs, and we'd just throw it in. Those pigs would just really, eat it up like in a trough. So this does bring back a lot of memories. And I can remember we'd go swimming in this creek down here.
Where's the creek?
I guess we're almost to it. And Jack, because Jack lived here, his dad had been shot at a hunting accident.
Is this the creek?
Yeah, that was the creek. It was a lot bigger, I thought. There was water in it. But we used to like catch little fish and stuff, and I can remember we pooped in it one time and watched that all float down. So that was a big memory,
Was it that big?
Yeah, but so this is.
I do it. That's how talented I am. What's this one?
I'm not sure. This was just another barn they had, but they did have they had an outhouse, but then by the time we also were here, they just had got indoor plumbing. And I do remember the house, though, they didn't have any heat upstairs, so they had a hole cut in the floor with a grate over it, and the heat would come up somehow, but it was pretty cold.
Were those like the cows that attacked you?
Yeah, I think those were the relatives. They were like maybe the kids. Yeah, maybe the grandchildren.
They're looking like they recognize
They
you.
do. He's looking at him. He's looking at me.
He's looking like he's heard the story himself.
That's right.
Oh, is that the creek you guys are playing in whenever you would, there's a video, a home movie of Aunt Alice and everyone
be.
playing in the creek. Oh, that may have been the creek that we couldn't see up
It could be. It could be part of the same creek, though, because I don't know.
Look at those West Virginia skies.
That's right. So this was all stomping grounds, but this is the way they'd have to come down to go to school every day.
Rainbow Trail. I remember that. I'm going to turn this off.